Peace. Welcome to Sunday Sanity. I'll send a message to Kana and we'll get started. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing?
Doing good. Continuing the Mexican restaurant tour. I know it's a little loud in here, but there's not too many people. So.
Oh, words! I can hear you fine.
Oh yeah, why not? Yeah. Say that again.
I said it works. I can hear you fine.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, and I can hear you, so that's all that matters.
Yep.
I'm trying not to, regulate my voice so I'm not screaming. How you been?
Good. Yeah, can't complain.
I was trying to find this clip from. I'm a psycho. I like the TV show Psych.
Yeah. I am too.
This story with the trans boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the scene in Psych? I was trying to look it up on the wiki because I think it's the one where he's in the soap opera, and the star of the show has been falsely accused of attempted murder live on set.
The
And
telenova, right?
yes, the telenovela. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you remember when they're in his dressing room and Gus keeps saying, "No, who's this person?" And the actor, he says, "That's my sister." And Gus is like, "No, this person. Who's this person?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my sister." "No, this person right here." He's like, "That's my sister." That's totally what it reminds me of. Like and with Psych being the anti-key, I'm like, okay, so they're setting us up for something. Mm-hmm. They're setting us up so everybody can rush to a wrong judgment, and then trip over their own words and look like fools because is she not?
Yeah.
But
the shoulders are dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Those are manly shoulders.
I kind of worry about it because, like, my husband used to tell me that I have a very boyish figure. Like, I wonder if people, like, I have a very square jaw and, very rectangular face. Is that masculine?
It's the shoulders. The shoulders are broad.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know what I'm saying?
There's tells, right? You could tell. Biology doesn't lie.
No. And, like, the fact, like, when you hear the voice and plus the name, man,
I didn't pick that up. Yep.
Is that not a dead giveaway right there?
Yeah.
And they put it right in the name.
And a lot of these athletes and celebrities and stuff are raised that way from very, very young.
Mm-hmm.
I learned recently that that there's like injections in utero that can be given that will force some hormones to develop, to bloom, and repress others.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, people today who want to make that change, they are going to be taking medication for the rest of their life.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm thinking, like, if you do this in utero, your wellness check, you might not even know that at your wellness check you're getting more medications to maintain where you're at. Just being a good Christian, being a good American, following orders. You got to go see your doctor once a year, do that wellness visit, make sure nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Let them look under the hood.
But it's like when you see these type of things and they were trying to do it early on.
Hmm.
I want to say like, what was it, like 2 years ago with the swim?
Um, I don't know more than that. Do you remember Fallon Fox
No,
with
I remember the one that was like
uh
that joined the women's team and it was like whooping everybody. I
yeah,
think it was like Leah
okay.
something.
Well, in the UFC, Fallon Fox. Let me flip my camera around. She was the first.
Hmm.
She was the first. 2014. So she'd been around for a while.
Wow.
Let's see. Is this her? Let's check out the Guardian. This is from 2015.
Which one is it?
I don't know.
Because
This one.
I can't tell from that angle.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. That's Fallon.
That's
This
Fallon?
is Fallon.
Okay.
Let's see. She's the first openly trans athlete in UFC, the sports history. Oh, let's see. What's her record? Let's see if we can find that. Oh, okay. So they got to put a little bit of trigger in there because it might not be enough just for her.
Yeah. Of course they got to throw that in there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fox is physically speaking not in a superior position to all other women because there are women taller than her and bigger and stronger. I'd say those are outliers.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. What were we just talking about? Natal female taking in a natal that's
Uh-huh.
in utero.
Yeah, you
That's
hit on
exactly.
it.
Yep. That's
Nice.
the. Oh shit. Yep.
So these people are being fed these medications while they're still in the womb.
Yep. Yeah. And so if your mom and dad are kind of complicit,
Hmm.
or perhaps even unknowing, that's always a possibility too. Because I mean, look how many people, especially fertility doctors,
Hmm.
who do some very, very unethical things with their patients.
Yeah, like it's like when I was in elementary school, like they had these lines where you had to go and get your booster shot,
Uh-huh.
and it was mandatory. Otherwise, you couldn't come back to the school. You
Yeah.
had to get the booster shot. And they
Yeah, I
give you
remember that.
this little tiny little sweet drink. And you take that, and then they would give you the shot, and off you go.
Mm-hmm.
All this time, they've never been doing us favors. That stuff could have been a
No.
world of like stuff that we're experiencing right now, and they
And
were just
then
putting it in there.
check out this story. I just heard about it in Oklahoma. A pregnant mother was partaking of plant medicine
Hmm.
all throughout her pregnancy. She had a medical card. This is perfectly legal for her to partake in and whatever.
Hmm.
But as soon as the baby was born, the their child protective services confiscated the baby because the baby didn't have a medical card.
The rules that they come
So
up with and the jargon that they use, like,
yeah,
like for someone to naturally, this is my child, it came from me and all that. Like clearly it's happened. You know what I'm saying? They should have no rules on what happens to your child. It's your child.
for real. I wonder if she had already gotten the child a birth certificate because once you register it, I guess with the state, it becomes state property.
Mhm.
I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know. My parents didn't know. I'm sure my grandparents didn't know, but we know now that that's exactly what happens when you have a child. When you get a birth certificate, you're registering them for the state property. That's the only thing I can think of that happened to this poor woman. Uh, but oh my God, That's horrific. That child, you know, like, I mean, we're all in this mess, and none of us asked to be here, and yet, I don't know. Some people say it's like super easy, and it's probably a mindset thing, but it feels like you have to jump through hoops to get out of something that you never wanted to get into in the first place.
That's the facts. That's why I call it a cage that plays like a game. And the
Yeah.
game is you can get out, and then you figure out you see all these different ways that you think you can get out. You can't because it's still a cage, but it
Yep.
plays like a game.
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah, and they've been playing
that like pokes
tricks.
their head out from the latch, poof, that's
For
it.
real. For real. And
Nobody
they
can
know,
get to the top of the cage.
and,
They're controlling it.
and they know everything. Not only, I did that thing. I did that test where it measured, like the bacteria, the funguses, the diseases, the molds, the household chemicals, um, that I had been subjected to, like, or exposed to my entire life. And all I did was like put my hand on this machine that looked like a mouse. It looked like a mouse attached to a laptop. And I was told this is a mid-range product. So there
Mhm.
are others that are more sensitive. And these 6 categories that the doctor chose were 6 of many categories that were available to choose. These are just the most common and easiest to explain to a layperson such as myself. So they know all of that about you, or it can be obtained from nothing. You putting your hand on a surface. Um,
Mhm.
and they know everything about your mindset, your grades, your behavior from public school on. All have
Mhm.
access to your medical records, your gas purchases. You've gotten your frequent shopper card anywhere. They know how often you shop, what you shop for, how you reward yourself, how you punish yourself. They know what kind of porn you like. It is somebody's job to watch you watch porn.
Mhm.
I mean, they know everything, everything.
They have to. How do you
Yeah,
think they stay ahead of you? That's why they
yeah,
control the top.
and they understand human nature much better than we know. Yeah, I mean, we get our education from them. How easy is it to lend something back? People tell you, I don't believe in hypnotism. Are you kidding me? It's that easy. It's that easy. You have to be always aware. David Snyder is somebody that I follow over on YouTube, and his job for a minute,
Mhm.
was he could approach people on the street. This is NLP. This is like pickup artist stuff. Where all of a sudden the girl's like, I don't know how I ended up in this guy's bed. Like, I was sober the whole time, and I don't know how I'm here. How am I here? It's because this NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and a combination of that and the hypnotism techniques,
Mhm.
it works. It works. And there's people who would just love to fuck with you because they can.
It's the truth.
Insanity. Yeah, it's insanity. I wanted to see Fallon Fox's MMA record. Okay,
Yeah.
so she didn't. It looks like she didn't fight too long. 5 wins, 1 loss. So I'm sure. I know. No, I know that there were a lot of people who did not want to fight her.
Of course
It
not.
don't feel good to lose. No.
Think about um that lady that fought Iman or Iman
Oh,
only 46 seconds and then gave
yeah.
up. Like she was saying like I've never been hit that hard in my life.
I,
Something's going on. And like they want to put people like that to compete. Oh, hold on. Let's see if it fixes itself. If it doesn't fix itself, then I'll come back. Oh, let's see if we can get her back. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hmm. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go see what happened.